Imagine you have found the love of your life. The world is so exciting. Your heart is not in your control anymore. There is music playing in the background, romantic music. And one fine day, on a rainy romantic night, the love of your life says those three magical words. I and, and from then on, every moment is special. You do crazy things together. You plan your future together. You sing your life together. But just then, you are told that you cannot marry him. In fact, any experience that you have with him is punishable by law. How would you feel? Would you respect someone who told you who you are supposed to love? Would it be fair to you? Good morning, toastmasters. Today I am going to talk about same-sex marriage and homosexuality. As you probably know, same-sex marriage is not recognized in most of the world. In fact, for a long time, homosexuality was thought of as a mental disorder. But now we know that it is a way of life for many people across the world, including some famous people like Philip Parsons, Tim Cook, etc. Yet, these people are sometimes discriminated against and are shunned out by the society, sometimes even by the people closest to them. I'll try to explain with some real-life examples. Joanna is the mother of an only son, Robert. So one day, Robert comes up to her and says, "Mom, I am in love with someone and I want to marry him. There's just one problem, that he is a man." So, Joanna is like, "You're kidding, right? There's no way such a manly, strong person like you can be gay. Aren't all gays supposed to be weak and fragile?" So she's like, "Son, I know that love is blind, but it is not that blind to not be able to distinguish between a guy and a girl. I think you need glasses." But Robert and his partner stood together. It was hard. Their family shunned them. Their friends ditched them. Their job restricted them. But they stood together. Eventually, thanks to their willfulness, everything came together. And at their marriage, when they stood next to each other, saying those vows of forever, expressing love and commitment to each other, Joanna realized that they are just as much a mate for each other as any other couple that she knows, and that love has no limits. Robert's family accepted his homosexuality, but not all people are that lucky. Gay people around the world have to fight first against the family, then against the religion, then against the society, and if there is any strength left after it, then against the law. Alan Turing, the father of modern computer science, is one of the brightest minds of our century. In 1952, it was found out that he is a homosexual, and he was subjected to chemical treatments. And in 2 years, he died of overdose. His only offense? To be ready to do anything to be with his loved one. You would think that such atrocities are a thing of the past, but you would be wrong. In 74 countries, even today, it's a criminal offense to have sexual relations with a person of the same sex. Recently, I was talking to my cousin. She's 7 years old in India. So she tells me in a very cute voice, "Listen, brother, do not talk to that neighbor. He's not a good man. He's gay." Just imagine a 7-year-old saying that. We have been so conditioned by society that we do not even stop to think, why is homosexuality wrong? So, why is homosexuality wrong? The religious argument. God made man and the woman as two pillars of society. Who are we mortals to tamper with the divine order? To them I say this. Who are we mortals to know the will of God? Who are we mortals to discriminate against people created by God himself? Then there is another argument. If people with the same sex begin to marry, who will carry on the humanity forward, if you know what I mean? To them I say this. We are 8 billion people on earth. Is carrying on the humanity really a problem? And if it is, would you discriminate against a woman who cannot have babies? Would you discriminate against a heterosexual couple who choose not to have babies? And they have no answer to this. There is no argument for homosexuality that can stand a deep inspection. Because everyone in the world should be allowed to love whoever they want, whenever they want, and love has no limits. It's very easy to just sit here and blame the law and the society, but who is responsible for them? It's us. It's our duty to tell the leaders to explain their policy before electing them. It's our responsibility to force the media and journalists to bring this to attention. It's our duty to treat everyone with the respect and dignity that they deserve. But we, as a humanity, have fallen short on this promise. Homosexuals have been oppressed for centuries, but it's never too late. Now is the time to open our minds and treat them as equals. Now is the time to discard outdated teachings of religions which discriminate. Now is the time to change the law, to change the society, to change ourselves. Because love has no limits.